YouTube land, what's good? It's your boy B Hurt, aka Brian, aka Prince, aka Prince for you out there hating, aka PB. If you don't know me, future FGC commentator. I'm here to talk about C Major or SEAM or the South Asia Major, the premier event for the Asia region finals. This was a guaranteed spot for that region, of course. And this region, excuse me, probably the most interesting region because I think where it had Punk and Knuckle Dude towards the top, I think this might be the only region where your qualifier is someone who's technically already in the tournament, if I'm not mistaken, by the Asia region points. Going into this, Fudo was the 8th player, so it was like the top 7 get a guaranteed spot. I know I just did a hand. I didn't do 5. I just did a hand. So why you do 5? No, I did a hand. Then I did. Anyway, yeah. So top 7 get a spot, and then there's a last chance qualifier, and I think it also determines on how well you do in the tournament. So I think Fudo got that spot due to his points and whatnot, have you. So who ended up taking it was Gachikun with Rashid, obviously. Tokido took 2nd place. Fudo took 3rd. Fujiwara took 4th. Chuna took 5th. And L took 5th as well. Sako and Cien. And honestly, I did the math. I'm not sure. I did the math, and I did it after the fact. So I don't know how. I already know how it played out, but I'm pretty sure this was the case before. 7. Well, actually, I think. Yeah, well, hold up, because how much did... No, he didn't even move up. But he was top 15. Yeah, Gachikun was 15. So I don't think he even really moved up that much. I think he was qualified too. So actually, 7 of the 8 So peep this. 7 of the 8 people that entered the Asia finals was already qualified for the CPT as far as if it ended today. And the person that needed it the most was the number 1 person in the Asia region was Chuna, and he's sitting on the outside at 36. Crazy, right? Crazy tournament. Crazy tournament. But that took place on Sunday. Let's talk about the premiere that happened and took place. Big Bird took it. Finally got that break. I feel like Big Bird's always kind of been there, kind of been afloat. He's a strong player. He could always do well, but this was the first time that we've seen it. He played a little bit of Rashid. He played Rashid and Ken. I think he played Rashid in the Tokido matchup. And it's crazy, too, because, I wanted to bring this up, right? You know how I do. If you watch the video before, I usually talk about something before I get to the rest of the results. So just stay patient. Let me rant a little bit, and then let me go in. Here's my thing. I love Tokido as a player. I'm a fan of his. If I met him, I'd probably fanboy out just like everybody else. I'm a big fan, like Kami says. Of Tokido's, right? Like everybody else. But to sit here and defend this man, as far as making excuses for him, as far as saying he doesn't know the matchup, come on, man. It's Tokido. Tokido won Evo. You mean to tell me you didn't think he played a Rashid at Evo? Come on, son. What are we talking about here? I had Tokido. I want to say I had Tokido as my person I thought could do the Triple Crown this year, and he technically still can because he won Evo. He's he didn't win Evo this. Actually, no, I stand corrected because he didn't win Evo this year. He came close. He was in 2nd, but he's within the past year. He's won an Evo. He's won an E League. And he has a chance to win the Capcom Cup. Basically, the big 3. And it's people are still making excuses for him. I get you're a fan, but Big Bird is not some random guy. And even then, he's not, how people kind of came at El Chicote for beating Tokido, saying he was kind of random, he's a random Mika player, blah, blah, blah. El Chicote is I want to say top 10 in rank in the world, not just the U.S. region, not just in Mika categories, in the world, he's top 10. I think there's a Mika ahead of him, but he's top 10. So he's a damn good player. Tokido knows these matchups. It's just, boom, take it. Take it for instance. Tokido played Gachikun and he played Big Bird. Yes, they're playing two characters. They're playing the same character, but they also play them at two different levels and two different skill sets and two different matchups. And he might throw here where he might do a spinning mixer. He might do a one shot. He might do an eagle spike. Like, there are two different people who are playing at an elite level and a professional level at that with the same character. So to sit here and say he doesn't know the matchup is preposterous because he finished second. We're talking about a person that finished second. Not like a person that was winner side and then got blocked the first two games of the top 8, and so he finished in 5th place and he versed 2 Rashids or something like that. We're talking about grand finals, bro. Like, I think he came from the loser's side from both grand finals, too. So at that, if anything, it should be the matchup of being on the loser's side. He didn't do. I think that if you take Tokido in the 1st to 10 versus Big Bird, and you take Gachikun in the 1st to 10 versus Tokido, do I think Tokido wins the outcome of that? Yeah, probably. I strongly do. But to sit here and say he don't know the matchup, man, come on, man. Come on, man. And then the fact that Big Bird had to defend the fact that he won a premiere against Tokido. Come on, come on, FJC. We better than that. And I'm a fan of his. It's not like, I'm not even coming at the fact that I'm not a fan of his. It's just like, come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. They're at an elite level. They're at a level and a point to where you might be a diamond Akuma. And I'm not coming at any Akumas. I'm not trying to throw no shade whatsoever. So your training partner might be a diamond Akuma who's a damn good Akuma who could play solid, but he's not Tokido. You're not going to get that matchup from Tokido. You might be going against a diamond Rashid, but he's not a Big Bird or a Gachikun. Like, it's a difference. That's the reason why some of these players are at elite level. If you want Manat training, you're not going to get a guy like Manat in Sako or Justin Wong's or the guy that I'll leave out name, but you could obviously tell who I'm talking about. But, yeah, man, come on. Like, come on, FGC. Why are we making excuses for a guy who's elite, who's, like, the best player? I think that's without shadow of a doubt. Like, I don't think there's nothing to argue about. So why are we making excuses for him? I don't understand. Like, how? It's crazy to me. And he's guaranteed a Capcom spot. Let other people eat. Yeah, but Tokido finished 2nd. Gamer B finished 3rd. Daigo finished 4th. Justin Wong and Mago finished 5th, respectively. Itabashi Zangief and Sako finished 7th, respectively. Gachikun and some noticeable other place finishes in this tournament as well. Some noticeable 9th place finishes. Gachikun, Fujimura, ZJZ, Bravery. 13th place, Storm Kubo, Fudo, and El Chuna. 17th, Gafaro, Moke, Ricky Ortiz, Momochi, Problem X, Cien. Some noticeable 25th place finishes is Blitz, that's what I'm going to say. Kazunoko, Verlin, Kirimore, Hot Dog 29, John Takeuchi, and Oil King. Yeah, man, stop making excuses. Dragon Ball was there too. Dragon Ball was a Saga event, and then I think this is the first time that we had 2 back-to-back Dragon Ball events. With Thunderstruck last week, and obviously the Seam or the C major this week, and Kazunoko took it. And I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, what? Kazunoko took it? And not saying that Kazunoko's not one of the top 3 players. I'm saying, like, damn, I thought there'd at least be 5 people to get a Dragon Ball before we saw someone get 2, if that makes sense. And nah, that wasn't the case at all. Kazunoko came and took it. I think this is actually, because he didn't go to Thunderstruck, he didn't go to the one that Goichi won, he didn't go to the one that Sonic Fox won, because Sonic Fox won the second one. I damn well think this is his first tournament for Dragon Ball since CEO. And the fact that you're 2 for 2 in getting Dragon Balls, and now Kazunoko has the definitive number 1 seed, and I think that means that there's now 2 last chance qualifiers, if I'm not mistaken. So, because obviously there was going to be 1 because there's 7 Dragon Balls, but now that he has 2, and if he's going now, why not get the guarantee that there's no Kazunoko should go to the 6th event because there's a guarantee that he'll get another Dragon Ball. He'll get the 6-star Dragon Ball, and then there's no one that could get a higher seed than him. Now, granted, he does have to play the last chance qualifier, and trust me, that list is going to be scary, especially since there's going to probably be 2. That list is going to be super scary when you think about it, too. Because you still have, like, some noticeable, like, this is, I'll talk about the top 8. So, here, boom. For instance, you have Moke, Dogura, Fenrich, Kmart, the Kill Sage, Aqua, and Sonic Fox. Sonic Fox did play Beerus. His Beerus looked okay, but I mean, obviously Beerus has some issues. But I thought the Kill Sage, that's not to take it away from the Kill Sage. The Kill Sage played phenomenal. And you figure he played Sonic Fox so much that he kind of knew what Sonic Fox was bringing to the table with his Beerus. And I think the Kill Sage has a really good team. So it was good to see him win and kind of beat his frenemy, not his frenemy, but his friend, his training partner. It's also tough when you first your training partner because you know what they like to do, you know their tendencies and stuff like that. But I say all that to say this: just look at that list that I just named. We've seen Moke before. We've seen Dogura. Dogura lost to Sonic Fox when he won his Dragon Ball. Fenrich is a monster in himself. He's had a tear ever since Combo Breaker. The Kill Sage. You know what I'm saying? Those are some people that could be in the last chance qualifier. We still have Nakil. We still have Super Noon. We still have Apology Man. Chris G. I'm drawing a blank for names right now. But yeah, we just have all those killers as well. And then you figure, so it goes Kazunoko has 2. Then it goes Sonic Fox. Then it goes Goichi. Then it goes Hook Gengar. So there's 2 Dragon Balls left, and there's 2 last chance qualifiers. But if one of those 4 that I mentioned get the last 2 Dragon Balls, then there's going to be 4 last chance qualifiers. That tournament is going to be so sick and so crazy. I can't even imagine. I kind of want the people with Dragon Balls to kind of gatekeep. Because like I said, I feel like Dogura is right there too. So it's interesting to see how he'll do. And if he'll go to, obviously he'll go to another event to get a Dragon Ball, things of that nature. But I'm really curious to see. You know, Kazunoko waited. He waited till everybody got 1. You know what I'm saying? Until the realistically, the people who we thought would get 1 got 1, right? He waited. Now he's like, yo, I'm going to go get the Dragon Ball. He's 2 for 2 right now. Will he be go 3 for 3? Personally, if I'm Kazunoko, I'm a dirtbag. I would go for 3 for 3. Especially if, you know, you haven't played in the tournament in how long. And you still do good. And you're still doing good in Street Fighter V. And I think I see where Logan's point, Logan Sama, Winner Stays on Logan Sama, he was saying that although Sonic Fox is good at a lot of games, he thinks Kazunoko is the best player just because of the status of the games he does. And he also plays in games where, like, Dragon Ball and Street Fighter V had the most entries at EVO. So it's like he's playing a game where everybody's entered versus Sonic Fox is playing, like, you know, Injustice. And Injustice's numbers have been dwindling, and it's not a great sight. But all in all, I do get his point. All in all, you got a point. I mean, he's delivering. I mean, 25th in Street Fighter V and first in Dragon Ball. That's a good day at the office, if you ask me. I'll take it. So, yeah, if I'm Kazunoko, I'm bullying for that 6-star Dragon Ball. I think Sonic Fox did say he's going to stick with Beerus, so to be determined. Now, let's talk about the CPT standings since this was a premiere event. There was another event, Bats. I didn't cover it. I didn't watch it, so I probably won't bring that up. I'm sorry, Bats, and sorry, organization, but I just want to strictly stick with the same theme. Rhyming accidentally. Yeah, let's talk about the CPT standings. I usually do a top 10, but since we're going to leave No Name, I think you know who No Name is because No Name is dealing with allegations, so I don't want to taste someone's name if it's not true, but at the same time, I don't want to speak someone's name if it is true because that's a dirtbag. If you know, you know. I'll explain later. I said it in the previous video of me doing recap, so you'll know. Tokido, no surprise, in first place. Fujimara in second place. Problem X in third. Sako in fourth. Fudo in fifth. Fudo. It sounds weird saying Fudo without saying Fudo. I blame Tasty C for saying it. NL 6, Oil King in 7th, Justin Wong in 8th, Daigo in 9th, No Name in 10th, and Luffy in 11th. The biggest gains from this tournament and this weekend were Big Bird with a whopping 17 spot jump into 14th place. I feel comfortable anywhere in the top 20th. But then again, Gamer B jumped up a whopping 9 spots and he's in 26th place. I don't know if I feel comfortable in 26th place, but I would feel comfortable in 15th and above. The biggest drops were Dogra and what Dogra. What's crazy about Dogra is I feel like I haven't said his name in a while in a CPT ranking event or CPT tournament event at all. But the fact that he still has a chance to win a Dragon Ball and qualify for the Dragon Ball World Tour and still be in the Street Fighter Capcom Cup, Capcom Cup finals, bruh, he's a beast of a player. Dogra Akainu. I don't know why I can't say that name, and I'm a One Piece fan. I'm so disappointed. Akainu and Storm Kubo. Akainu and Dogra dropped 4 spots to 31st and 32nd respectively, and the Storm Kubo dropped 3 spots to 29th. And the first 4 out is Momai, Toy, Brolinho, and Chuna. And Chuna needed it. So I feel so bad for him too, because he was first in the Asia region, so he was the #1 seed, and he needed that tournament. It just didn't come out to fruition, but we'll see. We still have I think it's the Red Bull event for the U.S. regional final champion. I don't know where the Latin America event is, but I know that we still have those 2 events to come. So it should be interesting. I know the U.S. event is in November. I'm guessing the Latin America event's probably coming up within this month, or maybe it is in November. Because obviously Capcom Cup is in like mid-December. It's not really at the end of December. So it's got to be coming up soon, of course, since we're halfway through October. October 28th is my birthday, if y'all want to give me some. The next event is this weekend, Jam Festival in Brazil and East Coast Throwdown in New Jersey. And they are both ranking points, so they're 150 points. And we're getting to the point where now the Asia region is done, now the Europe region is done. The only way you can really qualify now if you're not in it is points. So you better get as much points as possible. And you better go to every premiere that you possibly can. So you better start some GoFundMes. You better start streaming more. Whatever you got to do to go to these events, if you think you're going to be a good player, do it. That's the one thing I got to say. Oh, and the Broken Alliance. Shouts out to them. They picked up my boy, Eric C. Very strong Fang player. If you want to learn Fang Tech and watch him play, he's really good. I would check his CFN out. I think it's FGC Eric. Yeah, happy for my bro. I see him on local every time he went. Every time that I went, that he was there. We always talk, we always speak. So that's someone that's in my corner, and I'm wishing nothing but the best support for him. And that's a good friend of mine. But that'll do it for this video. That was the SEAM Major, South Asia Major, Premier, Asia Final, Dragon Ball Saga event. It was just everything and more. Everything you could have wanted. You know what I'm saying? My name is B Heard. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you're watching it to this point, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm out. Peace.